So in this video, I go ahead and answer all the general questions and all the frequently questions that I get asked as an entrepreneur. These are questions that are general questions about my life, about entrepreneurship, how I made dropshipping work, and hopefully you guys enjoy this general Q&A. It's like a cool interview style. One of my interns asked me a bunch of questions. All the questions were given to me from my employees. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. It's a different style video. It's like a sit down question type of interview sort of video. And hopefully a lot of these questions are the general questions that you guys want to know the answers to. So if you guys do, please let me know. Drop down more questions in the comments because I definitely want to answer more of your questions. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video.
All right, before we start, could I get a bottle of water, please? Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. So what type of questions are we going to be answering today?
Well, these are some questions from the many fans. So This is what the viewers want to know about you.
Okay.
The first question, how did you get your idea or concept for the business? Tell us a bit of the story on how it all started.
Okay, what do you want to hear more? Do you want to hear about the Splane.com business, the dropshipping? What do you think?
From when you began to now.
From when I began to now, that's a pretty long question. So I think the quick story is I started when I was young. I played MapleStory, this RPG role-playing game, learned how to sort of make money by buying and selling in-game, took that knowledge into Steam, Valve, within the Steam sort of ecosystems, Counter-Strike Go, Team Fortress 2, they have their own sort of marketplace where people can buy and sell skins and in-game products, learn how to go ahead and flip and sell items and trade up items through there. Then eventually I took that same knowledge to learn how to go ahead and buy and sell clothing. I always wanted to be able to have nice clothing when I was younger, so I wouldn't have to rock up to school with like second-hand clothing from Target. I wanted the Nike, I wanted the windbreaker jackets, I wanted the North Face jacket. So I went ahead and learned how to go ahead and buy and sell clothing, so I could be able to have clothing at the same time, wear it, try all these cool things I saw everyone else have, but also be able to make money in that process. And then eventually got bored of buying and selling clothing, transitioned into trying to learn how to make money online. And the business model of dropshipping kept coming up again and again and again. Gave it a try, much harder than I expected. It wasn't like those few other previous ventures that only took 1 to 2 months to figure out how to work. But dropshipping took me like 6 months to figure out. And then once I cracked it, the rest was sort of history. Eventually, sort of traveled the world, sold a bunch of different products, made like $500,000 in revenue, and then I started creating my YouTube channel. And that's sort of when I started teaching people how to do it. Then I started doing consulting, and consulting shifted into group coaching. That shifted into me producing a course and information on product for everyone. And now I'm sort of working on the Splane.com software.
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, next question. What was your mission initially?
How far? Like, is it when I just got started or when I was a kid? How?
I would say, let's do both. So as a kid, what was your mission? And then when you started?
So as a kid, my mission was just to be able to make money. Like, how can I make money? How can I look after myself? How can I look after my parents? Coming from a single parent household, I knew that my mom was never going to be able to look after herself. Like, she was going to be working till the age of like 70. So I needed to find a way to make money. I knew that the 9 to 5, getting a sort of job wouldn't get me there. If I were to work a 9 to 5 job, maybe I could have went ahead and became an actuary, became a doctor, maybe earn $100,000 a year. But even then, I'll probably spend the next 2 to 3 years after graduating trying to pay off my debts, and then spend another 2 to 3 years just getting a house loan, and spending another 5 years before I can retire my parents. And by then I'd be like 40 or even 35. And if I had to wait till 35, then my mum would be like 80 by then. And that was definitely not the route I wanted to go down. I wanted to be able to retire my mum right now. So I knew that entrepreneurship, I was just trying to find ways to make money. Just because everyone around me had money. Kids were getting pocket money, kids were being able to buy things from the canteen, and I just didn't have that. We couldn't afford it, so I had to find a way to make money. So that was my initial goal. How do I make a lot of money? But as time has changed, my sort of goals has changed over time, and I'm growing. And my current goal is just to be able to help people all over the world. Like, I want to be able to help people achieve the same success that I've been able to, and I just want to help people be able to make money online and get them out of the situation that I was in. and I want to create one of the best educational platforms out there. That's the goal of studying.com, and that's my current main goal. Create one of the best programs out there that can help people worldwide.
Would you say you are close to achieving this goal?
Ooh, every day I'm getting closer, pretty far away as of now. We are helping, we have I think right now we have nearly 40 success stories from all over the world. These are testimonials of people that we've changed all over the world. My goal is 1,000, so it's still a long way. The program, literally 6 months ago, I had no idea how to go ahead and create my own software or my own education platform. And within 6 months, now I have my own freaking software, my own portal. So I'm really surprised how a lot of difficult things have been done. So we're getting closer and closer every day, and the program is getting better and better, but I'm always trying to think of the next step, so I'm never at the finish line.
Next question. What's the biggest struggle of running this business so far?
I think the biggest struggle is consistency. Within entrepreneurship, there's so many ups, there's so many downs, and when there's downs, it's so tough because right now I employ over 20 plus people, and when downs are happening, I have to wonder how do I continue paying everyone even though we're not getting new clients? That's sort of the toughest part. Other tough parts are sort of when I put in my heart and soul into this product and my goal is to help people, there are always going to be those 1 or 2 haters that say my program doesn't work or say that they didn't find value from it, even though 99% of people love it. That 1% still hurts because I know I'm putting my all in and I really care for my students. So when you do get those haters, it definitely does hurt. But other than that, I think there's nothing I can complain about.
What service or products do you offer? Can you give a brief rundown on what's happening within the course/program?
So we offer many services and products. We help people with one-on-one coaching, with group coaching. We have an informational course. We have a software that helps people start their business, showing them everything from A to Z. We have many different add-ons, different programs that help people kill and scale, product research softwares. We also help people by editing their videos for them. So we have an editing team, and every day our services just keeps growing more and more. So our services are basically anything related to e-commerce, online marketing, education, dropshipping, Shopify. That's sort of what we offer. And all those things would be within our different courses, our different packages, and even with one-on-one or group coaching. You definitely want to jump on a call with one of our team members to get a breakdown of what would be best for you, as well as check out studying.com because that's where you can get a bunch of information.
And how much would it usually cost for a startup?
So startup, there's many different budgets. For example, if you do eBay dropshipping, which we teach, you literally probably only need $50 to get started. And you just rely on organic traffic. We have a lot of organic strategies that literally take under $100 to start, like eBay dropshipping, Etsy dropshipping, Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. But there's also doing Facebook ads dropshipping. That might take $500 to $5,000 for you to find that first winner. Most of the time when people join within their first 5 products, they're gonna get a sale, and that sale is gonna break even on that product test. So a lot of students make sales right off the gate. Now, when you're talking about building a brand, some people want to go ahead and learn how to make their own products, how to create a Kickstarter. That's going to cost probably $10,000 plus to get started. So there's a huge price range, but we literally have something for every person in every different price range. Hence, it's impossible for me to go ahead and tell you what you need right now, just because we offer so many different things for so many different people.
Okay. Next question. What do you think the best quality/feature that makes you different from other usual gurus mentorship programs?
Great question, Howard. So I think the biggest difference is a lot of these gurus, they're just doing this part-time. They're not really focused on the education space. They just want some extra cash on the side, and they want to make a quick buck and just sort of teach people through this course they spent 48 hours putting together. Whereas I'm really all in on the education space. I'm really all in on always updating the program, keeping it up to date, giving all my students the best product possible and giving them continued support. So I think that's the biggest thing. And on top of that, none of these other gurus really invested into a domain like studying.com, invested in creating their own software, creating their own online portal, their own online community. I think that's probably the biggest difference, where we are really taking this seriously.
You say that's your current goal now, to scale your brand?
Exactly. That's definitely our goal right now. We want to take studying.com to the next level. Not only teach e-commerce dropshipping, we want to be teaching people entrepreneurship, sales, how to start a clothing brand, how to start a YouTube channel. We want to teach people everything on studying.com and bring on reputable teachers and really provide a strong portal where teachers can give their students results, because our portals do things like gamify the experience. People get levels when they watch videos. There's an amazing community. There's a news feed. It's like Facebook but for education. And that's sort of why teachers would want to host their programs on our website.
So this is like a repeat of the previous few questions. How many students do you have now, and how many success stories? What do you think is your best strategy that made it really work?
Can you break that down into 3 questions?
Sure. The first part, how many students do you have now?
So as of right now, we probably have a few hundred students, and that's constantly growing. Probably have 300-400 plus students that I've worked with, and that's sort of my experience. Like, I've worked with over 400 students personally.
Okay. The second part of the question, how many success stories?
Out of that, we probably have over 40 testimonial stories worldwide. Remember, these numbers are outdated because every single week these numbers are increasing. So if you're watching this a year from now, this is probably outdated because we're constantly upping our numbers. Last week we had like 35 stories. The week before we had 34. The week before we had 34 as well. But every week it's sort of bumping up. All these numbers are changing. But as of right now, we have nearly 40 testimonial stories from people all over the world, and that doesn't include all the screenshots or the messages or the results that we're getting. These are just people who went out of their way to film a testimonial video for us. So we probably helped at least 100 people.
And what is that strategy that made it really work?
The main strategy that made it work is we have a multivariated program where we don't show you product research once. We show you product research 10 different times with 10 different students from 10 different people from all over the world. So there's no way for you to not understand product research by the time you finish this 10-part product research strategy video. And we have that on literally every single topic. So that's sort of the main thing that's made it work. We, 1, made the program multivariate. 2, we didn't lock the students to one specific strategy. We sort of gave them an outline of what they do, and we showed them 10 different examples of how to do that same thing. And by watching 10 different ways of how people do the same keyword product research strategy, you come up with your own, and that's sort of why people get results.
The next question isn't really much of a question, but more of an interesting fact that you've done, or something interesting. Have you ever turned down a client wanting to join the program, and why?
Most definitely. There's a lot of people that come to us saying, hey, you know, we need your help, but I'm pretty good with Facebook ads. Like, people who are basically cocky and they think they know what they're doing, but they don't have the results to back it up. We don't want to work with those type of people. We're looking for people who want to learn. Other people, like for example, people who just don't have the budget. Some people want to go ahead and scale to $100,000 a month, but they only have $50. You can't turn $50 into $100,000, and those people would decline because we don't want to sell them a false dream.
And if you had advice to any new people that want to start this out, what would it be?
My biggest advice is never give up. I think that's the biggest thing. That's why we focus on mindset. We have a whole module just for mindset because we want to teach our students to not give up. Dropshipping e-commerce is all about perseverance. It's about who can do it for the longest. You have to realize that every failure, you're actually taking a step forward. That's the biggest thing. Realize that every failure, every loss, every day that you didn't do anything, that's still a step forward. Staying alive is taking a small step forward. And I think that's sort of what you want to learn, and that's sort of the biggest thing that's helped me.
That's all the questions for today. Thank you for being here, and that's it.
Thank you very much, Fawn. Really appreciate it. I love the questions. And hopefully this was able to answer a lot of frequently asked questions. Really appreciate it, guys. Hope you guys got value. Let me know if you have any questions. Peace.
Bam! That was the interview. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new different styled video. I really want to mix up the channel and give you guys more different type of videos. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, please drop a like below. Actually, let's go ahead and announce the last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses, a consulting course with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all you have to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like this video, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video to give $1,000 worth of courses to, or a free one-on-one consulting call with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. Peace.